All right, hello and welcome to Up and Moving, which is a physical activity program for the Upper Peninsula. My name is Isaac Wiedig. I'm a graduate student in the Kinesiology and Integrative Physiology department at Michigan Tech. And our goal with Up and Moving is to keep adults in the Upper Peninsula physically active during the pandemic and beyond. In today's workout, we're going to be doing aerobic, agility, and balance. So we're going to have a lot of fancy footwork going on. But your heart rate's going to be up the whole time, so it'll kind of be a 2-for-1. We'll get to work on some agility and you'll get your aerobic work in. And then we'll finish off at the end as kind of a cool down. We'll do some balance work, do some things on one leg and challenge your balance skills. So we're going to start off with a little warm up, about 5 or 10 minutes there. Then we'll jump in and I've got 3 rounds we're going to do of 6 different exercises. So we've got about 9 minutes of total work we're going to go through, and then we'll go to that balance stuff at the end for a cool down. So that's the overview. Just a few things. You don't need anything for this workout, just your body. Go ahead, grab a water so you have it with you. We're going to take frequent breaks for that. Today's workout will get you a little bit sweaty. I know it's hot here today, a little humid, so sweat's bound to happen. I like to, when I'm doing agility, is lay down some painter's tape on the floor. And it can kind of help guide your feet. So we're going to be doing a lot of patterns with our feet, and sometimes having a visual on the floor to kind of move your feet around is helpful, but you definitely don't need this. You can imagine that you've got like a 2-foot by 2-foot X on your floor and do the same things that I'm doing. So without further ado, let's get into our warm up here. So I'm going to go ahead and start things off with a big knee hug. So pulling that knee up to the chest and giving it a big hug here, and just alternating legs. Good, we can start adding a little calf raise in there. So you can grab that knee and then go up onto your toe and alternate back and forth here. Good. Let's go ahead and switch things up. Now we're going to go into grabbing your ankle, raising that hand in the air, and then we're going to switch sides. So looking just like this. We're getting a little stretch in our quad here. This warm up almost doubles as a balance workout too. Got you on one leg a lot here this morning. Just a little quick stretch on that quad. Not too deep, not too long, and then we're flipping sides. Good work. All right, time to switch into my signature warm-up move. Everybody knows it's coming. Frankenstein kicks. Hands out in front, and we're walking like Frankenstein, kicking your toes up to your fingertips. Try to keep your knee as straight as you can. We're looking for a little bit of tightness, a little stretch in the back of that leg. And as you feel yourself loosening up here, you can try to kick that foot a little bit higher, get your toes a little bit closer to your fingertips. And just alternating back and forth here between the legs. A couple more and we'll switch it up. Perfect. All right, for this next one, we're going to go into a little reverse lunge. So you're going to start with your feet together. You're going to step back, go into a little lunge, twist your torso towards the knee that's up. Then back to center, step back with the other leg, twist the torso. So we're getting a little rotation in our trunk. We're going to start to get those knees warmed up. Don't have to go all the way down and do a full lunge. You can just do a little quarter lunge. Don't want to get those legs too fatigued before the workout. Just alternating back and forth. And as you loosen up, try to turn a little bit more when you rotate that torso. Try to open it up just a tad more. You can get your lunges a little bit deeper if you feel comfortable doing that. Good. All right, we're going to go to our next exercise here. Next one, we're going to go side to side step, and we're going to get some arm swings in. So I'm starting forward. We can start to make those circles a little bit bigger as the shoulders loosen up here. So we get into nice big circles. Try to use up all the range of motion you've got in your shoulder. Good, nice work. All right, go right into crosses in the front. We're just reaching for opposite sides of the room. I'm going to keep that side to side step alive here. Good. And now we're going to go back into reverse arm circles, or at least the opposite direction that you started with. We're going to get into nice big circles. Utilize all that range of motion that you've got. Good. Perfect. All right, next we're going to get our feet a little bit outside shoulder width here, so a little bit wider, and we're going to go to a side-to-side lunge. So I'm going to lean towards one knee, keep the other leg straight. Get a little stretch on the inside of my leg, and I'll kind of lean into a bit of a squat on the other, and I'm just going to switch back and forth side to side here. If you need to, you can take those hands, put them on your knee for a little bit of support. Good. Couple more of these. We're almost through our warm-up here. So hang in there. Perfect. Let's get one more. Great. All right, we're going to go into, we got two more exercises left for the warm-up here. So we're going to go into a speed skater. So you're sort of hopping from one foot to the other, kicking that leg back, swinging your arms like you're speed skating down an ice track here. And as you feel a little bit more comfortable, you can take a bigger hop from side to side. We'll really start to get the glutes warmed up in your butt. It's a good one for that. This will get our heart rate up a little bit higher as we wrap up our warm-up. And after this, we'll get some water, a little time to recover. Good. And the last interval of the warm-up here, we're just going to go into jumping jacks. So I'm going to swing those arms up overhead, kick a leg out. Or you can do a regular old jumping jack with the hops. We're going to hang here for about 30 seconds. Good. Almost there. Keep it up. I'm feeling well prepared for the workout now. All right, 3, 2, 1, and that is time. Nice work. Warm-up's done. Go ahead, grab some water. We'll take a little break here. Whew. Okay, everything feels nice and loose now. Feel ready to go. Woke up a little sore this morning from some workouts earlier this week, but I think after a good warm-up, feel ready to go. Okay, let me get my timer out. All right, so what we're going to do for the workout is I have 6 exercises. We're going to do each one of those exercises for 30 seconds back to back. So what we're going to do is work for about 3 minutes straight, okay? Going through those 6 exercises. Then we're going to take a little break. We're going to come back, go through those 6 again. Now, most of these exercises, about 4 out of the 6, are going to be agility work where we're doing things with our feet, trying to have our feet move quickly. Some of these patterns are a little bit challenging. So our first round, I'm going to take time to explain the patterns with your feet to you. So the first round might go a little bit slower, but then the second round, when we come back, you'll probably have the pattern down. You'll know what you're doing, okay? So first exercise we're going to do for 30 seconds is going to be taking your feet over and back with a line. So again, if you don't have a line taped down on your floor, you can just imagine one. But all you're going to be doing is stepping over, over, back, back, over, over, back, back. And sometimes saying what your feet are doing in a rhythm kind of helps you. Over, over, back, back. So it's just going to look like this, and you're going to work down and back on that line. And ideally, you want to get this as quick as you can. So if you're going full speed, it's going to look something like this. All right? So give it a try. Start slow and just go through the pattern in your mind to start with. Over, over, back, back, and speed it up as you can. All right, we're going to go here for 30 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Over, over, back, back, over, over, back, back. You can pump those arms with you. Sometimes that helps that rhythm. And if you don't have an actual taped line on the floor, maybe you've got a line in a floorboard or something you can focus on. Over, over, back, back, over, over, back, back. Keeping that rhythm, moving those feet forward, backward. 3, 2, 1, that's time, good. All right, so we can go into our next exercise here. So this next one is called a karaoke. So this is some really odd footwork. So this one may take you a second to get down, but what we're gonna be doing is moving side to side here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by putting a foot in front and then stepping over, and then that foot goes in the back, and then I step over, and then that foot goes in the front, and I step over, and the foot goes in the back. Then when I go this direction, this inside foot is going to be the one stepping to the side, and my back leg is going to be the one going in the front and the back. So see what I have going on here? So step over, front, step over, back, step over, front, step over, back. Same thing here. Step over, front, step over, back, step over, front, step over, back. Now, at full speed, it's going to look something like this. Once you get that footwork down, you can rotate your hips a little bit. It looks something like that, but that's the general pattern. So I'll start slow so you can follow along if you need to, but go through it in your head and kind of forward, back. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. So front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, front. And you can use up as much space in your room as you want to. I don't have a lot of room here. I'm just going to try to stay on this blue line. So front, back, front, back, front, back. This is probably one of the trickiest footwork exercises there is. But once you get the pattern down, it goes pretty easy. All right, 3, 2, 1, time, good. Okay, we're gonna go right into our next one. So this next one is going to be called 4 corners. So I have 4 sections here taped off. So what I'm gonna do is there's 2 ways to do this one. You can step. All right, so I'm getting both feet into each quadrant. That's the goal here. And as I go faster, it might look something like this, but both feet have to touch down in each quadrant. All right, so imagine you've got your little square and you're trying to get in each quadrant. So that's one way to do it. Second way, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, is to go with hops. So I got both feet jumping into each quadrant. And what we're going to do is we're going to go 15 seconds and we're going to reverse the direction. So don't worry about getting dizzy moving in one direction. We're going to go 15 and then 15 the other way. I'll let you know when to switch. Okay, ready, set, go. So make sure both feet are touching down in each quadrant, and ideally, as you get your rhythm down, try to challenge yourself and move a little bit faster. Keep your knees somewhat soft here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and switch directions. With all of these agility moves, what you wanna do is have a little bit of bend in your knee. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, time, good. All right, we got that one out of the way. Got 3 more exercises here. So next one's gonna be a Heisman. I did these ones last week as well. So what you're gonna be doing here is stepping, stepping here, and then you do the Heisman pose. So you know the college Heisman trophy kind of looks like this. Guy's got a football. That's the pose you're getting. So middle, middle, Heisman. So you're bringing that knee up at the end. So there's 1, 2, step, 1, 2, step, and you got that knee coming with you. And then ideally, when you get nice and fast, you can speed it up and it'll look something like this. All right? So we go for 30 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. Step, knee, step, step, knee, step, step, knee. And really try to drive that knee up to your opposite shoulder. Good, we're at 20 seconds. Starting to sweat and breathe hard here. All right, I'm gonna speed it up for our last 5. 3, 2, 1, time, good. All right, if you need a quick break, you need a drink, go ahead and grab one. I'm gonna keep moving along though. So we've got 2 more exercises we're gonna do. Okay. Our next one is going to be a ladder climb. So what you're doing here is you're bringing your opposite arm and opposite leg up like you're climbing a ladder, right? So in slow, or if you're going to go at a slower pace, it'll look like this. Opposite ladder, opposite arm. So you're reaching for a rung on the ladder, you're bringing that leg up. And if you want to speed it up, you can turn it into more of a hop here, where I'm reaching those arms and hopping my legs up. All right, so kind of 2 ways you can do it. If you feel like you're moving pretty fast, you can jump into that hop and try it out. Okay, going for 30 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. So I'm here. So opposite arm and leg, reaching for rungs of that ladder. We can speed that pace up too. If you want to make it a little bit harder, think about pulling yourself up that ladder. Reaching for that next rung. We got about 5 seconds. I'm going to speed it up here, show you what it looks like if you're doing the hop method. 3, 2, 1, time, good. All right. Whew, boy, I'm ready for this break that's coming up here soon. We've got 1 more exercise, 30 seconds, and then we're going to our water break. Okay, last one. I know everyone hates it. We're going to end with burpees. So a couple ways to do this. Let me grab my chair. Show you a chair variation here too. So first way to do it is just to go toes, hands in the air, jump, toes, hands in the air, jump. Second variation is to go from a chair. So here you lean down, step back, come here, hop, step back, step forward, hop. And then lastly, if you're feeling crazy, you can go and do a full burpee where you're going into this push-up position, hopping back and getting a jump, okay? 30 seconds, here we go. Ready, 3, 2, 1, and go for it. Feet, hop. Feet, hands in the air, hop. Good, you can control your pace here. Remember, we do have a break coming up in about 15 seconds now. Right around the corner. Good, and I'm gonna go into the chair method. Down to our last 3, 2, 1, and that is time. We did it, 1 round down. Nice work, everybody. We're gonna grab some water. We're gonna take some time here to recharge the battery a little bit. Woo. All right, so now that we've gotten the first round out of the way, the second round should be a little bit easier, at least for the agility stuff, because at least now you have an idea of what these look like. And it's okay if you're having a hard time getting the patterns down. Sometimes these can be a little bit difficult to pick up, but you'll get better. Okay. Go ahead, take a little active break. We'll rest for about 15 or 30 more seconds here, but go ahead, you can walk around your room, have your water. All right. I feel like I'm ready to go. Hopefully everyone at home is ready to go. All right, so we're gonna go through these a little bit quicker now. I'm gonna spend a little less time demonstrating and walking through these. But as I'm going into the intervals, I'll start really slow so you can see what my feet are doing. I'm gonna speed up towards the end of the interval so you can see what it looks like when you're really moving. But I do want you to challenge yourself. Once you feel like you've got the pattern down, try to push your speed a little bit. All right, so our first one, remember, was over the line and back. So over, back, back, over, back, back. And we're moving left and right along the line. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Over, back, back, over, back, back, over, back. Good. You can bring those arms with you. Get a little arm swing in. Sometimes it helps to have those arms. Good. We're working out our brain today too. At least it feels that way when you're doing agility. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, and that is time. Good. Perfect. All right, going into karaoke. So one more time before we start. It's gonna look like this. So little steps with that leading leg, and then the back leg is swinging around front and around back. So forward, back, forward, back. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, and here we go. And remember that your lead leg and tail leg are switching depending on which direction you're going here. So if you're going to the right, your left leg is going forward and back. If you're going to the left, your right leg's the one moving forward and back. From what I can tell, it looks like everybody at home on my little videos on Zoom here, looks like everybody's got it down. Okay, ready? Last 3 seconds. 2, 1, and time. Good. All right. Next one, we got 4 corners. So 2 variations for this one. We can either step, and we're trying to step both feet in each quadrant. Again, we're going to change positions or change directions at 15 seconds. So just make sure that both feet are landing in each quadrant. Or we can do a hop. And hop right around. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. So again, think about bringing those arms with you. You can pump those arms. So we're trying to get both feet in each quadrant as quick as we can. Go ahead, switch direction. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the hop. Show you what that looks like. Hopping both feet in each quadrant. 3, 2, 1, time. Good. All right, going to our next one here. This one we've got a Heisman. So step, step here, bring the knee, step, step, bring the knee. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Middle, middle, bring the knee, middle, middle, bring the knee. Good. Try to pick that pace up a little bit. Got about 5 seconds left here. 3, 2, 1, time. Good. Nice job. Little breather here. All right, we're going to go into the ladder climbs. So again, opposite arm and leg. We're lifting, reaching for rungs of the ladder. And we can increase that pace if need be, and we can go to a pretty quick hop here if we have to as well. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Oops, I always screw this one up. Good. Try to push that pace here. We've got, well, at this point, about 45 more seconds left before our break. One exercise left after this. Good. We're down to 5 seconds. I'm going to speed it up. Go to the hop here. This one really makes you work. Holy cow. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Nice work. All right, last one to finish up. Burpees. Absolutely nobody's favorite exercise. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. So I'm starting off with the easiest version here. Toes to the ceiling. Good, or you can go over to the chair. Good, we've got about 5 seconds left here. I suppose I should do real burpees. 3, 2, 1, time. Good. It's another round done. So we can go ahead, take a break. Boy, really got the waterworks setting in now. Sweating. Okay. Take some time to recover. Okay. All right. While we got a break here, had some questions come up in the chat asking about why agility is beneficial, or what are the benefits of agility. I would say first off, number one, doing agility work is in general exercise. So we're moving. So I think your number one benefit is it's a great way to get some general movement in. So anything that gets you moving is great. And I think it's fun personally. So, I mean, if you enjoy agility, you kind of have fun with trying to, play with your foot patterns and whatnot, then that can kind of help. I mean, if you enjoy exercise, you're more likely to get it done, and you like spending your time doing it. But lastly, I mean, the thing that you're specifically training with agility is sort of coordination with your feet, being able to make quick movements with your feet. I don't have any evidence behind this. I'm not an agility or fall expert, but I'm willing to bet that training agility regularly and kind of being able to move your feet quickly and sort of react or even proactively react and move your body is probably helpful in the long run for preventing falls. We have to deal with ice here in the winter. And so, I mean, potentially if you're trained to be able to move your feet quick, you could catch yourself during falls. So those are some potential benefits. Even if you're not an athlete, a lot of times agility training is used for, athletes that are on their feet making quick, sharp movements side to side, basketball players, football, but good training for anybody. And I think a fun way to just get some general exercise in too. So good question in the chat. Thank you. All right. So we've got one more time. We're going to rip through this. And then we are going to go do a little bit of balance work and sort of cool down while training a little bit of balance stuff. Okay. So we are back to forward and back. All right. We're going to rip through these for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Forward and back. So over, back, back. Really try to move those feet quick here. It's our last time through. Last time we get to do this one. Really quick feet. I'll try to move it as fast as I can here. Down to the last 5 seconds, guys. 3, 2, 1. Time. Good. Perfect. Okay, we got karaoke. Going for 30 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. So that trail leg is going forward, back. Lead legs just kind of step into the side, but maybe slightly forward and backward. Good work, guys. We've got about 3 seconds here. Try to get those feet moving a little bit quicker if you can. 3, 2, 1, time. Good. Okay. 4 corners. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're getting both feet in each quadrant here. Touch them down. Good, go ahead, reverse directions. Three, 2, 1, and time, good. All right, to the Heismans. Ready, 3, 2, 1, and go. So middle, bring that knee. Bring the knee. And I'm going to really try to speed mine up here and move quick. So really quick feet. Try to touch those 2 feet in the middle as fast as you can. Get those touches done. Good, and we've got about 3 seconds left. 2, 1. Time. Good job. Awesome work. Okay, a little breather. We're going into our ladder climbs. I feel like maybe I'm missing an exercise, but for some reason in my mind, I can't think about what it is. But we'll just move on to ladder climbs for the time being. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So opposite arm and leg. We're reaching up for rings of the ladder. Maybe it makes more sense to bring your same side leg and arm. Either way, I don't think it matters. Same exercise. We're lifting that arm and that knee. This is probably a more appropriate way that somebody would climb a ladder. I'd have to think about that. Okay, I'm going to speed it up a little bit and go into hops. Down to our last. 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. All right, last exercise, guys. 30 seconds, we're almost there. Burpees. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Toes, reach for the ceiling, hop. Good. All right, I'm going to show you chair version. Stepping back, stepping forward, hop. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome work. We did it. We made it through the hard stuff. Give yourself a round. Grab some water. We'll take a moment here to rest. And then we're just going to end with some balance stuff as a cool down. That'll bring our heart rate down a little bit. I'm going to be right back. Okay. So I'm gonna lose my shoes for the balance stuff. You can certainly keep your shoes on, but I like to do balance barefoot. Get to feel a little bit more with your, whoa, almost dropped my chair. Get to feel a little bit more with your feet. I think it makes balance a little bit harder to not have shoes on also. That's usually why I choose to do it. So grab a chair if you need something to hang on to. We're going to be doing some stuff on one leg here. All right. Little pro tip, if you're looking for ways to make these exercises a little bit harder, you can do them standing on a pillow. Any kind of pillow works, but throw a pillow down and stand on it. It makes that surface a little bit more uneven and less sturdy, so you kind of have to compensate a little bit more for it. It makes you wiggle a bit more. So little pro tip there if you need to make this a little bit harder. You're like, Isaac, it's easy balance stuff. But okay, so what we're going to do to start is you can have your chair next to you for some support if you need it. I'd encourage you to try to go without it if you can, but it's there if you need to grab on. We're going to get onto one leg, so just lifting that knee up in front. And then from here, we're going to work on turning our chest and rotating our shoulders side to side, looking from one wall over to the next. And we're just going to do this nice and slow. And this is a lot harder than it looks to actually move your body. And you're just going to try to stay on that one leg. And again, that chair can be right there for you if you need it. But we're just going to rotate back and forth. And we're just going to do this for time. Go nice and slow. Good. Nice and slow. Keep rotating. Good. If you get any knee pain at all, what I want you to do is just use your arms. Sometimes rotating on that knee like that can cause a little bit of pain. So just use those arms if you've got some knee pain coming from this. All right, we're going to go ahead and switch sides. So we go to the other side now. So I'm on my one leg. From here, I'm just going to rotate my chest and my shoulders from wall to wall, nice and slow. And try to stay up on that leg. If you want, you can try to speed it up. That will make it a little bit harder as well. Another way you can make this even more challenging is hold on to a weight and actually rotate with it too. So that'll offset your center of mass a little bit more as you spin and turn. And that'll make this a little more challenging. Good. Stay on that one leg. We're doing good. Nice work. All right, go ahead, take a little break. Might have a little burning going on down there in your calf, maybe in your shin. That's good, it's normal. All right, we're gonna go through one more time. This time we're gonna do something a little bit different. All right, this time we're gonna do a single leg. It's basically a single leg deadlift. So I'm disguising deadlifts as a balance exercise, but it really is a balance exercise. So what you're going to do is be on one leg, and you're going to hinge forward, try to touch the ground or get as close to the ground as you can with your hands, and then hinge back up. So I'll show you what that looks like from the side. You can have your chair next to you for support if you need it, but it's going to look like this. So we're getting on one leg and reaching down. We want to keep our hips level, so I don't want to open my hips up like this. I want to keep my hips square to the floor in front of me as I hinge down, and then I'm going to kick that back leg back. All right, so we're going to go one leg at a time. I'm going to start on my left leg. If you need to have a chair next to you for support, go ahead and grab that. But I'm going to be hinging. I'm kicking that back leg back, trying to go down and touch the floor. And if I can make it without that chair, I'm going to give it a try, but keep these nice and slow. Think about moving from your hip, not from as much from your spine. If your spine flexes, you're fine. It's not going to break. But try to make most of your movement come from your hip. Good. Go for a little bit longer here. And if you're starting to feel comfortable with it, maybe let go of that chair, try a rep or two without the support. May start to burn in your butt a little bit here too, so don't be surprised if you get some muscle burning. All right, go ahead, take a break. We're gonna switch sides. I'm gonna put my support chair on the other side as I flip around here. Okay, shake those legs off. Okay, going on to the other leg. So I'm onto my right foot. Hinging at that hip. Good, I'll give you a side view here so you can see what it's looking like from the side. Got my hips staying square to the floor. Trying to move mostly at this hip. See my back, so I'm not just reaching down in my back. A little bit of bend in that knee. Trying to keep my balance. Starting to burn a little in the glute, that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and let go of the chair. I'm gonna try some without it. This is my bad balance leg. I don't know why, but my right leg is not anywhere near the balance capabilities of my left leg. I'm gonna go for a few more. So hang tight here. Last one. Perfect, good. All right. Okay, a little bit of balance work. Hopefully that helped bring your heart rate down, cool you off a little bit here. All right. So that's it for our aerobic agility and balance workout. Got a little bit of everything in today. Definitely got a good sweat in, and challenged myself mentally how to move my feet. So thank you for joining us. We do have another live workout coming up this week on Saturday at 10 o'clock. That's our surprise workout. So I can't tell you what it's going to be. It's going to be a surprise for everybody involved, but they're always fun workouts and a great way to kick off your weekend. So hopefully you can join us on Saturday. If not, I will see you all next week. And thanks again for joining us. Oh, and we also have a workout this Sunday, which will be on ABC 10 at 12 p.m. Eastern time too, if you want to actually catch us on television. All right. Thank you all. Have a great day.